to encourage those children who are poor. Even the parents are not supporting these kids.
Yes.
There are many things, because when they go, they are not, here again, the nuclear system, both the husband and wife not having time to. Indian society is utter transformational state. They are not even sure about what to do, what not to do. It's really, it was not what we are saying today, and for the last 2 decades, it's going, and every day within my state, in my city, 10 to 12 children are committing suicides, and things are not under the control of the government administration, family people. However, so I'm not going deep to it, but just want to get some tips from the intellectuals sitting under this roof, how to stop it, and if I could save some of the lives of these innocent children, I'll be the blessed one on this earth.
Wow.
I want to just add on.
Hello.
Maybe let's use
Hello.
what I felt. I have a daughter of 15 and a son of 9 years old. They go to school, and I agree. It depends on how much time you spend with a kid to speak up. Like now, last 3 days, I spent morning 5:30 to 6:30 to speak with her, and evening when she comes. So what I felt it like she came and told me, Mama, one of our friends is feeling down, and she says that don't tell, but sometimes I feel like suicide. So she asked me, do you think I should go and speak to principal, or I should go and speak to them because they're not able to do? But then I was trying to ask her. What you feel? Is it she's not good in studies, or you have a failure, or having an affair? She's just in 10th standard. And again, I debated because I was not sure. I don't know the parents, so I was not sure what I should do it. So I wrote it to the principal, and I said, because they also have a counselor nowadays, and then I spoke with my friend's mother who knows their parents very well. So invited them for a dinner in our house, and try to understand what the parents think about the daughter as a casual dinner. And then he says, this is the one new thing has come, that okay, we'll have a sleepover kind of it. And I told her, okay, we can call her and let us have a sleepover to find it out. And then she attended, realized that she wanted attention from the parents, and she's not able to get that worthwhile. And then we said, no, you are doing so good. And I feel sometimes these peer and the friends, if they feel they can open to the parents, and then it works well. My son is 8 years old, and he is one of the quietest, but he comes and tells somebody was cheating me and somebody was doing this. She said, when I tell to madam, he scolds, what to do? So I said, just nothing, you have to just go and tell the principal. So he said, no, principal said, what will you do? So one day he got up and he went to the principal, and now I felt people bully, they think because you're weak.
That's clear.
So the day he went to principal, last 2 years, nobody says to him anything. Because they think that he has a courage to, because somehow the first, second, third standard kids doesn't have courage to go to principal.
Right.
And I think so they realize that he can go to principal and say, and nobody do now. And he says, Mama, I'm very happy. After going to principal, nobody tells me anything, and I'm very happy, I think.
Yes.
So I felt it both the times, because anyways, I nowadays work only part-time, so I spend 1 or 2 hours for each one of them. But I feel if they feel, as you say, at par, so people will not do it.
That's right. Yes, you want a question?
And I wanted to see if you had.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Have something.
I want to continue after you. Maybe.
You want to go first?
Okay. Sorry, I didn't.
Oh, it's okay.
I was meant to be here. I'm supposed to be on the time. Yeah, but they changed rules, etc. But the key point, my name is Margaret Tarley from the Police Federation. We work with youth and youth empowerment. And I feel that a bully by nature is a coward. Absolutely, there's no doubt about it. How big he is, how strong he is, how much he can punch. By nature, he is the sick person, and he is a coward. Even this little boy can stand up to him, he will go back. Of course, I'm not saying everybody should do that, but the case by case, you must empower the child. You must say you're a great guy, you're more clever than that boy that's doing this, etc. You really have to give them the tools of what to say, how to say, because of course, experts and professionals, they know more or less how to do that. But the key point is where you both talked about, is the parents taking interest in the child. And honestly speaking, do stand up for the bully. In England, it's a bit difficult because they've got an anti-bullying campaign, but if it's the opposite problem in England, if the parent says, I'm going to go and say, Mommy, please don't go, no. Yeah, because they don't want to seem that they were bullied, even though some people know, but it is such a bad thing because then they turn out to be, weak people or something. Mommy, please don't go. Because once, when my children were young, it was years ago, it wasn't bullying, it was something I said, I'm going to go and sort out that boy for you. He said, Mommy, please don't leave, please. Because he wants to feel pride and dignity, and a child, no matter how, maybe they don't know, they still want to be empowered. They still want to have this. The parents can give attention and direction, etc. But the most powerful in England is peer, if you like, an anti-bullying peer campaign. The way the bullies have a gang, you do the same for them, and then that parents or teachers can help. And if they come, it won't be if it's for example your son getting bullied. It's not your son that's going to say, teachers, the group, anti-bullying group, they probably have. Is this any better? I don't know. Keeps breaking. If the anti-bullying group has meetings and they discuss, etc., and one person goes, not necessarily the boy, and says that we've noticed that John or Jimmy, this has been happening, and we have noticed the names of the people, and they come as a group. So therefore, they can't attack the child. Do you understand me? So therefore, when you get out of the school doors, unless the parent is picking them up right at the door, or right inside the school, like you said, there's danger, that the bully has heard, and then he is not a strong man, or he's a coward, so he brings his gang to attack the little boy, even take things from him, They give money, things like that, just to keep them happy, So therefore I feel that's one thing that we can do.
Thank you very much for bringing up that, because I understand where you're coming from. And let me share with you what Canada has been doing. For the last, I would say 5 years or 6 years, it all started with this boy who wore pink. Wore pink, a pink shirt. And he was bullied, he was beaten up. I think this was in Ontario, the other part of Canada. And because of that, it brought a lot of awareness. And we have in February one day which we all wear pink. Pink shirt. It's called the anti-bullying pink shirt. And what that actually opens up the dialogue. That helped school children to raise awareness that here, if you see your friend being bullied, you're going to stand up for that person. So you're absolutely right. I think that piece has been in place. These 2 pieces, 3 pieces, I see 3 pieces has to go together hand in hand before we can actually bring about the true change in the society. First step is to bring anti-bullying awareness, and that's what Canada did. We did the Pink Shirt Day. And we did also in schools, through schools. Every school more or less has this anti-bullying campaign. They brought teachers, we consolidate all the teachers, and through the principals, through the district, we're gonna have anti-bullying talks. We're gonna be doing posters, pacing it up. It's some kind of subconsciously we're trying to get into the bully's mind, the psyche of it. So that was one of the strategies which they used, and of course there were a lot of awareness. We will do slideshows and field trips and discussion, acting out scenarios. They do dedicate almost one block, one class per week to focus on that. But that took about 4 to 5 years of change. Before now, I think more or less everyone is so aware of anti-bullying, but things are moving. So step 2 is, of course, to get involved with the parents. Why bullies bully? And thank you for bringing up. Bullies bully because they lack attention. Was it you that brought it up? One of you ladies. And parents have to take ownership, to spend time. And unfortunately, time is scarce, and so they leave it to the school system. And this is where the school system have to pick up the loose ends. A couple of my friends that I met, not some friends, people that I met in who are Canadians, we'll be setting up a non-profit organization where we will be consolidating Canadians' resources, and we're going to be sharing it with India so that we can support like school teachers in district, how we do it in Canada, and so that you feel that you are not helpless. We are here to give you support and lend you support. Because ultimately, we are all one world here.
Yes. And
Right?
It's dominated, and it's like my purpose is to see the world children happy. And nowadays the happiness is almost gone. You will not find the children here like smiling. I don't know what kind of stress, what kind of environment is being created inside the home. As some research says that they don't want to see their children to be happy. They want their children to be successful in their life. And this materialistic world is actually putting this Indian society under threat. It's just I'm talking about tip iceberg, because it's down the lane is going to be a very turmoil kind of situation, because the country is not ready.
Also, it's a great myth. Success to be measured by wealth or
It's
so therefore we have to change our mindset as well.
Yes.
To be happy is one of the most important things in the world.
I started doing the
And
parenting
families realize that,
workshops
and
face to
they say,
face
it's all right,
parenting,
darling. As long as you work hard, I don't mind
the difference
hurting you.
between success and satisfaction and happiness. These two things are, your bank balance is not what success is all about. Just see whether your child is happy, and you are gifted
That's
by your
right.
child. And you're not happy that, and you're comparing your child with another child, either at home or to the neighbor's child. They are more worried about. That's where
I wish comes from, isn't it? I wish my child would be this. I wish I'm richer.
Even they're not happy with their wife also. They want other people. The issue is not, it's not ending with, even the wife is not happy with the husband. She got it, she's very happy. I wish for her.
Oh, one more thing in Canada, what we do is,
It's
Yeah,
not
it's true,
ending.
it's true.
It's true. And
Don't
I
bully your husband.
like what I'm saying,
I'm joking.
I'm really worried, and I have a good network of schools, a good network of children, a good network of educators. I'm reaching out everywhere, and why am I here? Also, my purpose is not economy
learn,
at
yeah.
all. My purpose is educating, empowering a child to be happy, to lead a very, very happy and peaceful life. End of the day, you don't take a sleeping pill to sleep.